I had to pose for them for a second. And before, I always mess with my hair. It's the way it goes. Okay, so this is what we're doing. It's going to be pretty exciting. Okay, so I really first want to talk about Byron Katie. Byron Katie is one of the backbones to the spirit coaching work that I do with people. And I am urging everybody that while you're here, you open up another tab, you keep listening, and you begin to go, you search Google, any other search engine, Byron Katie, the work. There are 4 questions. Is it true? Do you 100% know it's true? Who are you when you believe that thought? Who are you if you don't believe that thought? And then you turn the whole thing around. Now, what actually does that mean? It means that we work in sessions. We work in sessions to really question thinking, question your thinking in your life to see if we can't come to a happier moment. How to use spirit and use spirit's work that's already out there to incorporate and help you. Now, that being said, I am not a therapist. I am a spirit coach, which means I coach from spirit, and we talk about whatever spirit wants to talk about, usually. So, is that a good introduction?
Sure.
Is there? Okay. So I would like to meet you. With that being said, we're gonna everybody meet Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, everybody.
I wonder if everybody's gonna say hi. We'll see. Oh, this is good. Hey, Dana, I texted you and I did not hear back from you. I know I'm the worst because I normally do that. I just wanted to say I love you, friend. How are you doing? Okay. So I'm going to interview Shannon so she could talk a little bit about her experiences here and about Mediumship Monday. We're really close.
We are very close.
We are very close. So let's talk about it.
Okay.
How long have you been coming? And we should have said this. Has it been like?
Yeah, we should have. Because,
6 months, 5 months? This is an interview that is in the spur of the moment. Since January? 5 months. 5 months.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, it's been that long. 5 months.
Holy shit. Oh, I can't
swear. So.
Can't swear.
Oh, there. Lisa says hi.
Oh, hi.
So, okay. So first of all.
Danny's not a therapist. However, I'll be the first to tell you that I fired my therapist.
Okay.
Because I was getting more coming and seeing Janny.
So. And would you come in wanting to talk about something, and then what did it look like when you would come in?
Well, I would come here right after my therapist appointment.
Okay.
So it wasn't good. I was usually a wreck and not in good spirits, emotionally drained, and we would touch on what we had talked about there, and then I would just it was much better. We had a better perspective, and then we would go on other things a different way.
Right. Did you ever come in thinking you were going to talk about something and then it ended up being something completely different? Or maybe that happens almost every time.
Yeah.
What would that look like?
But it was always something that.
Yeah. Hi, Jessica.
But it's always something that I probably needed to have touched on. Like it was something that I needed.
Okay, first, can we just give a big round of applause for Shannon for being so brave as coming in here and being interviewed? And I kind of did spur it on. I totally did.
Yeah, but that's okay. You can spur anything.
I'm always spur of the moment, and this is what feels like was right in the moment. So that's what we did. So I'm gonna see. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna go over here. So what else was I gonna ask you? What was your how? So I'm gonna tell everybody for the first time I ever Yeah, I'm getting, so I ordered, first time ever that I've ordered like Kroger groceries online to be delivered because I just don't have any time anymore. I can't even find time to go to the grocery store, and they keep texting me. So if I have to stop, it's because Kroger is telling me they're supposed to come at 8 o'clock. So anyway, so maybe you can talk a little bit about your experience. What did you find that was most helpful, and what was challenging?
Hmm. You really make me think about this.
Okay, it could be whatever,
So,
or you can answer anything you want if you.
well, so I, well, I mean, so I've had a hard time dealing with life or
Okay.
life issues, things that come up in life.
Like living,
Living.
It's because living is it is. I've never left unhappy. Janny doesn't let you off easy. That's what Jessica says.
Wait, she said she's
Janny
never
doesn't.
left?
She's never left unhappy, and Janny doesn't let you off easy.
Mm-mm. And she gives you homework. So the last 5 years have been kind of crazy for myself, and it's been a struggle, and I don't necessarily know if I dealt with things or I was dealing with things, and it kind of came to a head in January.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, actually. It's an amazing way to put it. That's absolutely correct.
Where I felt that I needed to see a therapist, talk to someone, get my shit together. And
which is absolutely fantastic. It's okay. It's all right.
Sorry.
It took me a while to. Don't worry about it.
At least I haven't dropped the F-bomb.
Right, that's a good one.
But so yeah, so that's kind of what came about.
So that brought you in here, and you saw me, and I'll just kind of give a little context. Is Shannon? I've done a couple of group readings at your house. I've done a group reading at your house, and then we met at a different group reading, and then I met her again in January at another group reading. So like I've said before, when usually people come to many group readings because it's there, you can feel spirit in the room, you can see how spirit is connecting. And it's a great way to understand how spirit connects with you when you come to a group. And it's also a great way to say, I need a little spiritual help. I need some coaching. And that's kind of what happened. And I said, let's figure it out. We'll work together. And I would be more than happy to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, and you have. And it's been an eye-opening experience because I think in the process of learning to deal with the last 5 years and things that have happened, I've learned things about myself. I've learned things that go way back to childhood about myself, and I'm learning. I'm just learning to love myself, and that's because of you.
That is so wonderful. That makes me so happy. Does it? I mean, that's a big, huge thing. We promised not to make each other cry. So just like,
I know.
Yeah, learning to love yourself is a journey that is done best. That learning to love yourself is a journey, and having help is, oh my God, I love it even more now. That's exactly it. The inside of her bracelet, this really cute bracelet,
we're not going to say it out loud,
is keep effing going with an ellipse, which is, if you're getting my, so keep going. So the thing that is is I really wanted to have everybody have an idea what it looks like to be a part of spirit coaching and what it looks like to kind of face them down. And now 5 months later, so one of your big takeaways is how to love yourself. Would you say that what would you say are other things that you may have learned along the way? I mean, we definitely did a lot of Byron Katie. Like, she's my girl. I mean, she's not my girl. I think she should be my girl because I love her and I want to know her.
I think, I think that I learned different ways of dealing with situations. I'm really just kind of learning to value myself and that I matter.
And that you matter.
And that's, that's the most important thing.
Why would you say that?
Well, because if I'm gonna raise strong boys, if I'm gonna,
be in the world at all.
Be in the world. I want to be happy. I want to, I talk this talk. I love life and I love living it. But then sometimes I don't, and it's because I'm not loving myself.
What was the first thing that I said to you when I was reading it? Do you remember? Do you remember the first group? When you were like, "You're not happy," and you said, "No, I am."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That was the first group. Yeah. That's right. That happened.
You said you don't love yourself. And I'm like, I totally love myself.
Awesome. I totally love
myself.
Yeah, I totally love myself, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, no.
Mm-hmm. And that was my first homework. Go home and stare at yourself naked.
Yeah, sorry. I do a lot of naked work. I mean, not for people, just you have to go home and do that for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not that kind of channel, yo. It's not that kind of channel. No, it is not that kind of a channel. But it is about like learning. That was your first one. How to embrace what you are in the world where you're standing now and appreciate where you're at, because there really is no future. It's a continual now, over and over and over again. And to think that somewhere down the line you're going to be happy, to think that's going to happen isn't going to work ever. That's utter insanity.
To leave it in someone else's hands.
And we do that all the time, right?
That's what I was doing.
We do it with our spouses. We do it with our kids. We do it with our money, our job, our money. Yeah, everything. Like fashion. We do it in everything that's crazy that never satisfies us. So this is like, if you have not gotten on the newsletter list, right? Let's see. Anybody else want to tell Shannon anything because she's reading your comments? Aw, you're gonna make me cry. This is why you cry in here too. I cry with you as well. It's not just you don't cry by yourself. So if you haven't gotten onto jannycook.com, usually if you get on there, it'll prompt you and ask for you to go onto the what is it? I don't know what it is. It's a list. All right, that's Kroger's. Come on. Anyway, get on the list because I've started writing, and this past week, even though it was a very long writing thing, because hopefully these things that I'm writing, I'll expand them into a book for everybody. Is you cannot get to the spiritual self until you deal with what's holding you back, until you shake off this outer shell. You can't get to hearing what spirit has to say. And instead you'll end up saying, well, spirit doesn't talk to me, or spirit isn't real, or these, or, they're the only people that can talk to them as priests or nuns or blah, 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 right? Instead, when I am saying my main stance is, you absolutely have a birthright to have that communication with spirit, right?
Absolutely.
Does it mean? Wait, I'm so sorry.
No, go right ahead.
Does it mean that you trust it? No. Right.
Mhm.
It means that we've been taught not to trust it. Okay, I'm sorry.
One of the things you were telling me before is, you know, how I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you happiness, and I'm sending you joy.
Turning on the love faucet.
Yeah. And so, you know, I will go home and I will do that. Like how you said, you know, you do that to
everybody,
anyone walking by, you know, just send them love. Like, it's so good, and it makes you feel so good. And it's not, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say, but.
So that's perfect. Oh, look at.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so I want to encourage you. Yeah, you are the sweetest. You are the sweetest.
And Ron, it's going to make you cry.
And Ron, you are amazing. And it's so wonderful that you're seeing that. This is big. So I'm not saying that she's graduated, because she can see me as long as she wants to. But man, usually what happens when people come in, and there's many people who've done it. There's many people who've done it who come in, get coaching, and you get it for a while, and then you leave, and you know, you really like put into practice what you learned here. So it's a really valuable, would you say it's, yeah, it can turn your life around. So if you were at all interested, I just wanted to get on here, talk a little bit about spirit coaching, and put Shannon on the.
Oh.
Put Shannon.
I'm okay.
You're okay? Okay. All right. I don't want you to feel like you're like, no, put Shannon. I'm not putting her on blast at all. I just really wanted to get you to have an idea that spirit can come in many different ways. And this is one of them, spirit coaching. So if you're interested, definitely get a hold of me. There are so many ways. I know, Azara, you absolutely know where I'm going right now, don't you? See light and be light. Thank you so much for coming today. And Mediumship Monday on a Wednesday. It's always so wonderful. Bye. Shannon, thank you so much.
Oh, I was so stupid.
No, stop. We're not even done. You have to end it. Stop. I can't even find it over here. Okay. Huh?
Wait, it's not even ended.
Wait, it's going. It's still going. It's still